Sup, the name's Words. Mr. Chambers' alter ego. I'm the English side of his brain. Mr. Chambers cares about all that history nonsense, and I'm here to talk to you about writing English. Because that's where it's at. And that's where you're going to make your money. That's where you're going to get down to business. Now, Mr. Chambers talks all this nonsense about history, government, and all these other things. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the English. He wants to know how you think. I want to know how you write. That's it. It's okay. We can have different personalities. Words here, I'm here to tell you how to write. Let's talk about a thesis statement for just one hot minute here. When you write a thesis statement, this is what's going to start your essay off. You'll hear from me throughout the year about different parts of an essay or different parts of writing. The thesis statement is kind of like the most important part of it all. Because if you get off to a bad start, don't matter what else you do, you got off to a bad start. You can't recover. A thesis statement makes sure that you tell the reader what's coming up next. Let me give you an example. I'm wearing this hat right here. It says NASA. It stands for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Say I want to write a paper on it. Let me give you a thesis statement. In this paper, you will read about why the NASA organization is the most important part of the executive branch because it provides for the curiosity of American citizens. It helps us explore new worlds, and it helps us keep science at the forefront of our national societal importance. Okay. See what I did there? I told you what you are going to read, and I told you why it's important, and I gave 3 reasons why it's important. And that's what you're going to do today. This is your first assignment from me. Words. You need to write a thesis statement. What was the most influential or important thing you learned this week in Mr. Chambers' class? That bobo head wants to get you to think, well, now it's time to write. All you need to write is one sentence, though. Me words, I start you off simple. We'll get more complex from there. So what's your thesis statement? The most important thing I learned in Chambers' class this week was what? But you see, I made a mistake there because I used the word I. That's a pronoun. You don't want to use no pronouns in your professional writing. You use that in a journal. I feel sad and I feel lonely. I'm so happy. That goes in a journal. When you're writing a paper for school or for work, don't use the word I. Ever. So let's try that again. The most important thing learned in class this week by Mr. Chambers' students was what? That's where you got to make your choice. We've been talking about the Abrahamic religions. We've been talking a little bit about Islam. We've been talking a little bit about Judaism, but not too much. We read an article about how religions can cause people to do terrible things. What was the most important thing that you learned? Go to Google Classrooms and write your thesis statement for 10 assessment points. Don't forget, Words is here. Checking what you do.